I have prepared a reward for your faithfulness, a reward that has been formed through seasons when you chose to trust, even when you did not understand, when you kept walking, even when the path was steep, when you held on, even when everything in you wanted to let go, when you remained steadfast, even as storms pressed against your spirit, when you continued to believe, even as the answers were delayed, when you chose obedience over convenience, surrender over control, patience over pressure, and hope over despair. Nothing you have done in faith has gone unnoticed, forgotten, or overlooked. For every prayer you whispered, every tear you released, every step you took in uncertainty, every moment you chose me over fear has become a seed in the soil of your destiny. And now the season of harvest draws near. The reward I have prepared is not merely a blessing, but a manifestation of my faithfulness toward your faithfulness. A reflection of how deeply I have seen you, how closely I have walked with you, how intentionally I have shaped your journey. You may think your efforts were small, but I saw every act of kindness you offered when no one was watching. I saw every sacrifice you made in silence. I saw the integrity you protected even when it cost you. I saw the love you gave even when your heart was tired. I saw the perseverance you carried through seasons that drained you. I saw the devotion you offered me when it felt like you had nothing left to hold. Your faithfulness has weight in heaven, and what carries weight in heaven releases reward on earth. I have been preparing what belongs to you long before you realized a reward was coming, orchestrating details, aligning opportunities, removing hindrances, refining your character, expanding your capacity, strengthening your foundation, and guiding your steps so that when the reward arrives, you will not just receive it, you will be ready for it. This reward is not random. It has been tailored specifically for you, shaped by what you have endured, formed by what you have learned, built upon the faith you refused to abandon. You did not stay loyal to me because of the reward. You stayed because your heart chose me, even in the dark, even in confusion, even in moments when you wondered if anything you were doing mattered. And it mattered more than you know. Every time you said yes to me, you were stepping closer to what I prepared. Every time you resisted temptation, you positioned yourself for blessing. Every time you forgave, you opened a new layer of your destiny. Every time you chose humility, you elevated your spirit. Every time you surrendered, you received strength. Every time you trusted, even trembling, you built spiritual authority. I have watched you grow through trials designed not to destroy you, but to purify you, strengthen you, shape you, and prepare you. You are not being rewarded merely for surviving, but for remaining faithful in the process of becoming. The reward I have prepared is not only external, but internal. Peace that will settle deeply into your soul, clarity that will guide your decisions, joy that will overflow into your days, strength that will empower your future, wisdom that will shape your path, and purpose that will awaken within you like fire. Yet there will also be rewards in the physical realm, doors opening that were long shut, opportunities arriving that seemed impossible, relationships restored or replaced with better ones, provision that answers your prayers before you even speak them, elevation that aligns with your calling, and blessings that confirm my hand has been upon you all along. Some of the rewards will look like the very things you have prayed for. Others will exceed what you believed was possible. I do not repay faithfulness with mere fragments. I reward faithfulness with fullness. I have stored blessings for the appointed time, and the appointed time grows closer each day. Do not think your waiting has been wasted. Your waiting has been building. Do not think your loyalty has been ignored. Your loyalty has been honored in realms you cannot see. Do not think your sacrifices were meaningless. Your sacrifices have become the foundation of the reward I now bring forth. Hold your head high, not in pride, but in knowing that I am a God who keeps my promises. Walk with expectation, not in entitlement, but in confidence that I finish what I begin. Continue in faith, not because you fear losing the reward, but because faith is who you have become. The reward I have prepared will not slip from your hands, for what I give cannot be stolen, diminished, or delayed beyond my timing. I am faithful to you, and I honor those who remain faithful to me. The chapter ahead will reveal why the previous chapters were necessary. The blessings to come will explain the stretching, the waiting, the pruning, the refining. You will see that nothing was wasted, nothing was random, nothing was accidental. I have prepared a reward for your faithfulness, and when it arrives, you will know without question that it was I who brought it to you. And this reward is only the beginning of what I will unfold in your life. And as the reward I have prepared draws nearer, I am also preparing you to carry it. For what I give you is not meant to overwhelm you, but to elevate you. Not meant to burden you, but to bless you. Not meant to slip through your hands, but to remain with you as a testimony of my covenant with you. That is why I have been strengthening your character, deepening your patience, sharpening your discernment, and expanding your capacity. Because the blessing I am sending requires a version of you that has been refined, anchored, and matured through every season you have walked through. You may have wondered why some doors opened slowly, why some opportunities were delayed, why some relationships ended abruptly, why some prayers seemed unanswered. But all of it was part of the preparation, shaping you into someone who can receive with gratitude, manage with wisdom, walk with humility, and steward with integrity. The reward is not simply for what you have done, but for who you have become. Your heart has softened in the right places and hardened in the right places. Your spirit has learned when to yield and when to stand firm. Your faith has learned when to wait and when to move. Your soul has learned how to trust me, even when nothing around you made sense. These are not small things. They are the foundation of greatness. Every season of loneliness taught you dependency on me. Every season of lack taught you the value of gratitude. Every season of betrayal taught you discernment. Every season of waiting taught you endurance. Every season of disappointment taught you resilience. Every season of silence taught you to hear my voice more clearly. You thought you were losing ground, but you were actually gaining strength. You thought you were being stripped of everything, but I was removing only what could not support your future. You thought your journey was stagnant, but I was building roots so deep that no storm could uproot you. And now, because you remained faithful even when you didn't feel strong, because you held on even when you felt forgotten, because you trusted me even when you had reason to doubt, because you kept believing even when hope felt fragile, the reward that has been waiting is beginning to align with your life. What you will receive is not just an answer, but a fulfillment. Not just a blessing, but a breakthrough. Not just provision, but overflow. Not just opportunity, but purpose. You stayed when others walked away. You trusted when others complained. You kept going when others gave up. You forgave when others held bitterness. You prayed when others chose fear. You worshiped when others chose worry. You sowed seeds of obedience even when you were weary. And none of those seeds died. They have been growing beneath the surface, and soon you will see them rise. Your faithfulness has not only touched my heart, it has activated a harvest that cannot be stopped. Even now, pieces are moving into place. Conversations are shifting. Hearts are softening. Doors are unlocking. Paths are clearing. And what once seemed impossible is becoming aligned with perfect timing. You will see how my hand has been writing your story with precision. How every chapter served a purpose. How every no protected you. How every delay positioned you. How every loss made room for something greater. I have prepared a reward for your faithfulness, and part of that reward is the restoration of what was lost, the multiplication of what remained, the elevation of what was overlooked, and the redemption of what was broken. You will not enter this next season empty-handed. You will carry wisdom, vision, strength, authority, and favor that were formed through the battles you survived. And when the reward comes, it will not come quietly. It will come with clarity, with confirmation, with my fingerprints so evident that you will say, "This was God. Only God could have done this." You will see why the wait was long, why the path was narrow, why the refining was necessary. You will see why I asked you to let go of what you once held tightly, why I removed what hindered you, why I protected you from things you thought you wanted. You will see that my "not yet" was actually "I'm preparing something better." You will see that my timing was not denial, but orchestration. You will see that my silence was not distance, but strategy. And you will see that every time you stayed faithful, heaven took notice. Your reward will not feel random, it will feel right. It will feel like everything makes sense. It will feel like every piece finally fits. It will feel like the beginning of a chapter that was always meant for you. And when you step into it, you will carry a quiet confidence, not in your own ability, but in my unchanging faithfulness. And this confidence will guide you, sustain you, and anchor you as even greater things unfold. For the reward I give is not the end, but the beginning of a new level of purpose. You were faithful with little. Now I will trust you with much. You remained steady in the valley. Now you will stand on the mountain. You walked through the fire. Now you will shine with glory that only refining can produce. Your faithfulness has prepared the way, and now my faithfulness will be revealed. I have prepared a reward for your faithfulness, and what is coming will exceed your expectation, surpass your prayers, and silence every doubt that ever told you nothing would change.